Okay, I want to give you a quick rundown of all the components to the RV. So this is a Keystone Bullet. It's about 34 feet long. And so I'm going to go over everything that you'll need to know very briefly. So once you've unhooked from your truck, the hitch right here is electric. There's the up and down button to be able to level the trailer this way. Once you get it level, then you'll set the blocks, you'll get it set up, like locked in at least. And then over here, if side to side, if it's not level, we have these. They're just little blocks that you can put underneath the tires. They basically connect together like Legos. Once you've got it level, there's these switches right here. There's two of them, and they're for the feet. There's a set of feet in the front, and then there's a set for the back. You will press those. You'll hold the button down to the extend position until they go all the way. And then when you're ready to leave, then you just press the buttons up to the retract position and they'll go all the way up. Now, as far as all the different components goes to like electrical and water for the RV, we've got 4 different bags. So we have a bag for the electrical wire. We have a bag for miscellaneous accessories. The gloves for the work in the sewer is in there. There's a hose for the dirty water. This is the hose that you will use when you flush the black tank. The black tank is for your sewer. And then there's a bag for the fresh water. So everything right now is set up, so I will review everything that we have here. So this white hose coming in, this is our freshwater hose coming from our water supply. This RV does have a 55-gallon tank that you can fill with water, like at home or from anywhere else. If you do that, it is right here in the middle. You'll just simply take a garden hose and fill that up. You'll know when it's full. There's a little vent right here when water will start spewing out of that little breathing tube. This orange port right here, this is for the black tank flush. In the black tank, there's little sprayer nozzles in there that when you push water through there, then it will wash the sides of the tank to make sure any toilet paper, any solids are washed away. Right now I have this hose. This hose is the outdoor shower. I just have it plumbed through. So in that way it can wash, we can flush it out that way. You don't need to worry about any of these switches. It's just the top 3. Black tank flush. This is to fill the tank, and then this is your city water connection like we have here. So then as far as the water connection goes, we also have a charcoal filter with a pressure regulator to make sure that the water system doesn't get overpressurized. And then as far as electrical goes, this is a 30 amp service with a surge protector. It will not plug into a 50 amp service, and it is plugged in over here to the side of the trailer. You know when you'll have power because this little green light is on, as well as there are 3 lights on the surge protector that are on. Now our sewer line is completely hooked up right now. We have 2 hoses. The 2 hoses we store inside the rear bumper. There is a 90-degree elbow, that clear one that's connected to the actual drain. That one is stored back here in this little container. Now, as far as draining it, there are 2 levers below. They are marked up above, black tank, gray tank. They are underneath here. When you go to drain it, you'll want to drain the black tank completely, and then you'll want to drain the gray tank, and then leave them both open. Turn on the black tank flush, and then it will then wash out anything that's remaining in the system. And that takes care of everything on the outside. This is the control panel for basically all the components inside the RV. These switches right here, this one does the slide out, this one does the awning. When you extend the awning, you'll want the door closed, or else one of the arms will hit the door. As far as these switches here, these 2 are for the water heater. This one is, it'll run the water heater off the propane tanks. This one will run off electrical. That's only if you're plugged into a full 30 amp service. This is for the water pump. You only use this if you are pumping water out of the tank, that 55-gallon tank that's built into the RV. When you do turn this on the first time, you will want to open up one of the faucets to release any air, or else the pump will just run continuously. These two switches, this is for the outdoor porch light. There's an LED strip right underneath the awning, and then this one is for all the interior lights. These buttons up here will tell you the level of, the first one is the battery. There is a solar panel up on top with 2 lithium batteries, and there is a power inverter. To turn the power inverter on, there is a button located on the side of the bed up in front. You will see that. There's simple instructions. You just press the button on. That will power the outlets inside the RV. It will not power the AC, and it will not power the microwave. Those are only powered by the 30 amp service. The next buttons will tell you your freshwater tank. That is, again, that 55-gallon tank. Then it will tell you the level of your black tank. Then it will tell you the level of your gray tank. And this button right here, you don't need to worry about that. That's only if you are in an area where you're staying and it's below freezing and you need to heat the batteries. That takes care of everything inside the RV. As far as the rest of the stuff, as far as like sinks and stove and fridge, everything works just as normal. To turn on the fridge is operated either by electric or propane. It will automatically switch over. You simply just press this button to turn it on, and then it will automatically switch over. If you run out of propane or there's air in the propane line, it will start beeping. You just simply follow the instructions that are written right here, which is simple as turning it off, waiting a few seconds, and then you click the button back on and it will refire the system. As far as the stove goes, to be able to turn on the stove, this works for the oven and for the stove top. And this is ran by propane. What you do is you turn this, push it in, and then you rotate, and then it will then fire, and then you have your stove. When it comes to using the toilets, only use RV toilet paper, no wipes, and you'll want to press the pedal down like just partially, and it will fill it with a little bit of water, and then you can then press it the rest of the way, and then everything else will then flush. And also, when you're traveling, make sure the 2 sliding doors in the front and the 1 sliding door in the back are latched and closed, and then that way they don't fall off their sliders. And that takes care of everything within the RV.